Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe for more fun content like this, and, well, so more people can see it. So between you and me, I like to keep things clean, especially in my car. I try to clean my car at least once a week, if not every night, depending on how hot it is, what the weather's like, how I feel, etc. I also like to try to wash my car every week or so. But you know, something that does get neglected is the cleanliness of your bags. And if you're into grocery delivery or food delivery or anything in between, these bags are your bread and butter to doing your job correctly. And really, if you're ordering food, would you want your stuff delivered in a crust-infested, disgusting-ass bag? Or would you like something that's at least somewhat clean, presentable? Nothing in here. Wouldn't you rather have this than this? All that disgusting soda that's fallen all over my cup holder over the past, well, I've had this for about a year, so that's can't talk. It's been about a year. So the cool thing about these bags is that they're made of PVC, polyester, and fun things like that, which means they're pretty goddamn durable. So in reality, they're pretty easy to clean. Should take about 5 minutes. Well, more of depending on how big your bag is. This should only take me about 3 to 5 minutes. Something like this should take about 5 minutes, and the bigger pizza bags and those giant Grubhub bags should take about 5 to 10 minutes. That's if you do it right. So here's what you're gonna need to clean this, or anything with this fabric. I think it'll work on the crappy Doordash bags and the newer Grubhub bags that they came out with, the orange ones. I believe they'll work on those, but you'll just have to probably use a softer bristle. So for this, you're gonna need a towel, obviously a brush. Depending on the fabric you're gonna be cleaning, you either want it hard or soft. Now, depending on what your insides look like, depending on what the inside of the bag looks like, you're gonna want a all-purpose cleaner so you can spray the bag inside, clean it out, make sure there's no food particles or anything like that in there. Make it nice and clean. You're also gonna want a dish detergent. I personally go with Dawn. Why am I not showing the label? Because they don't sponsor me. Now, you could go with the power wash. I haven't tried this, and I don't know if I will, but this is something you definitely could experiment on. All you'd have to do is wet this down, spray it on, let it do its work, and take it off, but we'll get into that here in a moment. And you're also gonna want a pot of some kind. I've gone with a bigger one, and I'll show you why in just a moment. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure we have our sink all nice and clean, because this is where we're gonna be doing the dirty work. Make sure you have all your dishes clean. Make sure you have your sink scrubbed out to the best of your abilities. And go ahead and turn the hot water on, and make sure it's nice and hot before we get started. Okay, so the reason why we have this pot, while that's going and heating up, is we're gonna take this, dump some in, and we're gonna fill this pot up with hot water. But the trick is to get as many suds as possible, because we're gonna be using the suds to clean that off. All right, so we're gonna take this over to the sink, and we're gonna fill it up with very hot water, not the warm water, just hot. And you see all the suds that we're making? That's gonna be the secret sauce to getting this clean. Now, you don't need to fill it up all the way, just enough where it makes quite a bit of suds, just like that. All right, so we're gonna grab this now. Pardon the janky setup. All right, so got this plopped down in the sink, and it's a lot easier if you have one of these that you can spray. So we're gonna spray this with hot water, and we're gonna make sure it gets all in there. And if you look at the water closely, I don't know if you can see it, you can already see some of the soda particles and gunk already washing off. So this shouldn't be that hard to clean it off. Now, if your sink isn't big enough to do something like this, try your bathtub or a shower. That should be plenty big. However, just make sure that your shower is completely cleaned out before you even attempt to do something like this. Because otherwise, that's just gonna make your bags worse. Okay, we're getting this all nice and soaked. And for the most part, everything's already coming out. So the stains aren't all that bad. And also don't forget to do the bottom because, funny enough, bottoms are probably the most disgusting part. Because you set these everywhere. All right. So with that all taken care of, we're gonna come over here and grab our brush. Now for the towel, this would be if we were cleaning the bag. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I will bring this over to the towel because it's a lot easier to clean all this when you have the space to work, such as this. All right, we'll start with this side. So we're gonna take the suds. There is no pattern. But the secret to this is that you don't have to scrub. You just want to get the suds on there. The suds are gonna do the work for you. They're gonna be pulling up all the gunk and garbage right off this. Okay, we're gonna open this back up. Make sure it's all nice and sudsy so it can work while you work. Get a little bit more so I can get the inside right here. Now we're gonna let that sit for a second and let this, like I said, let the suds do the work. Gonna make sure everything's covered one more time. A little low on suds here, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more in because I live dangerously like that. Fill this up a bit more. Get even more suds. I love those suds. We'll bring it back over here. I would say let this soak for about a minute, and that should be more than enough. All right, and after a minute's up, it's gonna do the easy part. Spray it off liberally with hot water. Again, use hot water, not warm water, not cold water, hot water. And this is already looking brand new. And just make sure you have everything to the best of your abilities cleaned off. Okay, with that side done, we're gonna move on to the next side. I'm gonna just spray it off one more time before we get started. Okay, so since I already did the bottom, well, I'll hit the bottom one more time. We're gonna suds this bitch up. Oh yeah, look at all that. Not gonna lie, I think the hot water did most of the work. So yesterday when I tried this out on my other Grubhub bag, I had a little accident in the Grubhub bag. I spilled a coffee in it, so I had to clean it out. This method pulled out so much gunk and dirt and stuff like that off the bag that the suds were almost turning brown. It was disgusting. But I was very, very happy with the results when I was done. Okay, we're gonna let this sit for another minute and then we're gonna clean it off. All right, now that the minute has passed, we're gonna take this, or you know what? I'll show you how to do it with just the faucet. Obviously, if you're gonna be using a very hot water, be careful. Don't wanna burn yourself. But if for some reason you just can't avoid the hot water, it won't hurt anything if you go to warm. Ow! Like that. But you just won't get 100, at least to me anyways, I don't think you'll get 100% cleanliness, but I'm pretty sure warm water will work just fine. Okay. Turn the cold back on so I can rinse my hands off. And we're gonna give this one more rinse down. And that's pretty much it. So overall, the process of washing these is pretty simple enough. This took me about, I don't know, 3 minutes, maybe 4. It's not gonna take you that long to clean these off. Now the most important things about washing something like this, hand washing it, including bags, do not throw it in the dryer. You wanna be drip drying these as best as possible. My advice is to get a hanger, and for something like this, you could easily stick it up right there, hang it up outside. Or if you live in an apartment or just don't have access to hanging something up outside, what you can do is hang it up in your closet and make sure you have a towel underneath to catch anything that's gonna drip down. Now, if you hang it up in a closet, it's gonna take a little longer to dry. It'll dry eventually. Or if you're like me, you hang a bag up yesterday, it was 105, it was dry within an hour. So I really hope this quick tutorial helped you and that maybe you'll start cleaning your bags a little more in case they get a little too dirty. Now, I'm not saying you need to do this every week or even every month, but maybe every couple months, pull your bags out of your car, give them a good scrub down like this, go hang them up, and then that way they stay clean no matter what. So did I miss anything? Did I say something wrong? Let me know down in the comments. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully when it's not super hot, because I had to shut my cooler off for this so you could actually hear me, and I'm dripping with sweat. Messing with hot water didn't help that. So I'll see you later.